This is another episode of the Ray Cave, presented to you by Justin Hamlin. Justin Hamlin.
Hi, Justin.
This is Justin. He sponsored the whole shindig today. So, Justin, from our family to yours, Merry Xmas. Fun fact about Justin, he wrestled a bear when he was only 3.
Is this another random white guy with a lot of money and nothing to do with it? Sponsor us. Okay. Is this what this is?
White people do have disposable incomes, yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. So, Justin Hamlin presents.
Thank you, Justin Hamilton.
Hey, it's Hamlin.
Hamlin.
Justin Hamlin.
Justin Hamlin. I'm going to need your need support props.
Thank you, Justin.
I could use a check. Let me borrow $5.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so it's Christmas time. How's everybody feeling about that?
I got Christmas presents.
Yeah, I got you guys a couple of gifts, a couple of friendly gifts here. My buddy Jeff, I got you a Justin Hamlin Tall Boy Bud.
Thank you, Justin Hamlin, Tall Boy Bud.
Yes. So, brewed by Justin Hamlin on the backs of...
That's nice of you, Justin.
I don't know.
the backs of sweaty donkeys.
Sweaty donkeys.
Sweaty donkeys.
And Elijah, I know, this time of year for you, it's Christmas for us, and it's Kwanzaa for you, buddy. Huh?
Justin Hamlin presents Kwanzaa?
Yeah. We just put that right in the Kwanzaa bag. Huh?
That's super not racist, right?
Kwanzaa bag. Happy Christmas, Kwanzaa. You're welcome.
Okay. Today's lesson is how to deal with racist friends giving you gifts.
I fucking put thought into that for you.
First rule, cuss them the fuck out. Fuck you, you little pudgy bastard. Second thing you do is you still take the gift because, it's free liquor. Fuck
it's free malt liquor, sir.
Free malt liquor.
Yeah.
I like it. I think
I'm
we're
going to
doing
go
well
ahead
here.
and drink this.
Thank you.
That's a phony.
But after this,
That's a phony.
your third and final thing you do is you cuss your racist ass friends out one more time. Fuck you and fuck you for laughing.
I thought it was hilarious.
Damn Kwanzaa.
Hey.
I like Santa Claus.
Kwanzaa is amazing. Well, it's been a while since we've done an episode of the Ray Cave. So, I wanted this to be special, and I knew that Kwanzaa was special and dear to your heart. So.
Once again, I like Santa Claus.
Oh.
What exactly is
Jesus.
Kwanzaa?
Kwanzaa?
Yeah, do you get like a dreidel?
It's kind of like that Christmas when black people go and gangbang your mom.
Oh,
so it's like every Saturday night. It's like every Saturday night.
Celebrating it once a week instead.
It's like every Friday night.
All right. Well, since it is Christmas, I wanted to first start off with the first topic for us to talk about today, which I thought would be fun. Favorite Christmas films, okay? And I would like to start if that's okay, seeing as how on the nose or whatever. But I actually brought some Christmas films that I love, and I wanted to share them in case people hadn't seen them, all right? First up is Bad Santa. I love this movie. It's about a drunken small Santa Claus who basically mooches off this fat kid and his grandma. It's fantastic. I love it. I would get the badder version, which is the unrated version, because there's all kinds of more titties in there. There ain't no Christmas film without them titties.
No, I don't watch movies unless there's titties in it.
Titties with Christmas lights on.
And then unless it's a cartoon. I like cartoon.
I like cartoon titties too. Those are always drawn like perfectly.
Are we weird for that? For saying that?
I don't know.
Are we weird for that?
I don't know. Is it weird to jerk off to cartoon porn?
I don't think so.
I can't lie. I may have once or twice this week.
When I jerk off to cartoon porn, I always come rainbows. Is that weird?
That is a little. You need to lay out the skin.
All right. Up next, Bill Murray in Scrooge, the classic retelling of the Dickens tale, told only the way Bill Murray can do it, and that is hysterically. Exactly. He is fucking funny. I mean, if you haven't seen this movie, he goes around giving grown men Zerberts.
Yeah, that does happen.
It's fucking funny.
He also treats his black help very poorly.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
I gotta sit beside an angry black guy.
Yeah, I know, right?
You can sit over there. I'll still be angry.
He's wearing. I want to point out too. He's wearing the same jumpsuit from a year ago.
And I'll wear it next time. And the time after that. This is very comfortable. This is my Sunday wear.
Yeah.
What's the inmate number on there?
Yeah. Oh, shit. So it's Scrooge. Holiday classic. See it. Up next, my favorite, Die Hard. That's right. Christmas ain't complete without getting trapped in Nakatomi Towers for 2 hours with Bruce motherfucking Willis. That guy murders all the Germans, all of them.
John McClane?
John McClane.
John
And the
McClane.
best part, he has no shoes.
He doesn't have any shoes.
He's just
Yeah.
bleeding and
Just
killing people.
runs around
Carl
Nakatomi
Winslow.
Tower. Yeah.
Carl Winslow.
Favorite part of that movie, throws that dead body out, hits Carl Winslow's car. Welcome to the party, pal. Huh?
And you probably heard it in the background. He was like, "Argo!" And then he was like, "Wait a minute, wrong movie."
Yeah. Holidays aren't complete without watching Die Hard.
I love
Not
it.
complete.
Now, and this is my new. I knew to add this to my new collection of holiday films. Django Unchained, a story about a man traveling home to see his family on a plantation.
That's not the plot of the movie. You ever seen that fucking movie?
That's not.
No, it's definitely not the plot of the
I
movie.
was lied to. So those are my favorite Christmas films.
As much as their racism kills me, Django is an awesome movie because you have a black guy killing nothing but white people the entire time,
Is
and then
it?
he puts some shades on it.
No, I'm not an expert, but I do watch the news. Doesn't that just happen every day, everywhere?
No, it's
Oh.
usually the other way around.
It is.
I'm kidding. It's Christmas jokes. He knows I'm kidding. This is a character.
This is going to be the last show for Mr. And I may be in jail for once.
Anyways, so what's your favorite Christmas movies, guys?
You know, I was sitting here thinking about it, and I was going to say A Christmas Story because, you know, everybody likes a little kid and drink your Ovaltine, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, old school Christmas movie nobody really thinks about, Gremlins.
Fucking.
I don't love
shit.
fucking Gremlins.
Gremlins, yeah.
Okay? Nothing like a little pet animal turning to little green beasts killing old ladies on lift chairs.
I thought the best
Gotta
part.
love it.
I thought the best part of that movie was when she was explaining how her father died in the chimney. Was the best part of that movie.
Yes.
That's a sad.
As sad as it is, who started cracking up laughing?
It was us in the movie theater.
When I was 8 years old, that was the saddest fucking part of any movie I've ever seen. I mean, I just sat there and I was like, that is a horrible story.
Were you sad because you were like, so she didn't get any presents?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's one thing.
That was what I would be sad
But
about.
I mean, the smell of, she gets into detail like a fucking nut job, too.
I know.
The smell was rotting down the chimney, and you're like, what?
Yeah, it was real graphic for a kids movie, right?
Yeah, it was.
But then it's B.B. Cates, and she was in what's that other movie, Fast Times at Ridgemont
Fast
High,
Times.
where you get to see her
You get to see her tits.
titties, man. She's walking out of the pool. Dude gets got jerking off in the bathroom. Not my favorite Christmas
I think
movie.
that's 47, maybe 48 minutes into the movie.
Yeah.
I've never seen it personally. I just hear things.
Just go on tangent. So,
Yeah. All right, well.
my favorite Christmas movie of all time is probably Family Vacation. You know, Chevy Chase,
Good. Yeah,
Clark
classic.
Griswold.
You can't go wrong with
Can't
that.
go wrong with the Griswolds, right? Right. And Schindler's List, hilarious.
You know, if I was Jewish, I may take it.
Well, yeah.
Luckily,
I
I'm not, so go on.
I don't think that's a Christmas movie.
It's not a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Well, it's my favorite.
It's
comedy.
not like Schindler was checking his list twice or anything.
Oh, I completely
He
missed.
was trying to get people out of Germany so they didn't burn.
He was the original God Sent.
I mean, I guess it is kind of.
Potato.
Yeah, I guess it is kind of an uplifting story.
Yeah, uplifting. Right.
But, I mean, how's that treating you?
Fuck you. That's it, Randy.
Yeah, you say fuck you, but you know that it's delicious. Yeah.
I cannot confirm or deny
Yeah.
that kind of deliciousness.
I spent my hard-earned money on that, so enjoy it.
What's your favorite Christmas meal then?
Christmas meal. I've never I know people put ham as their Christmas mainstay. I don't like that. I never liked ham that much. I don't know what it is about it. I'll eat it if it's. I'm not a picky eater, but by any means, at all. But
We got something in common.
yeah, but I mean I prefer a nice turkey or chicken, mashed potatoes, gravy, and stuffing and that kind of stuff. I mean I think that's more of an actual meal, a holiday meal. You don't eat that a lot. Like you can get ham on lunch meat, any day of the week. But who goes to I think I'm gonna get a big turkey today. I mean, sure they have turkey club sandwiches now and stuff, but
Love turkey club sandwiches.
I'm just saying you don't get to sit down to a hot turkey or chicken meal that often. At least I don't. in my single lifestyle.
I eat bologna sandwiches.
Yeah.
They're delicious. How about you?
You know, after once again Christmas story, I kind of like Chinese food. It's the only place that you can go out and just buy something on Christmas.
Yeah, that's because the Chinese are really into slave labor. They really are.
You do it now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of these kind of shows.
No, I'm not talking. I'm just saying, like they don't care
Those
what
little
day.
key words that just
Oh
keep
my
popping
God.
out.
By the way, Justin Hamlin presents this show. Sorry, Justin.
Thank you again, Justin Hamlin, for the beer.
And
Yes.
thank you for my racist friends. I know it's not Thanksgiving, but I just want to tell you how much I enjoy doing this for a random rich white person.
So do you get caught up in the pageantry of Christmas?
I don't use words like pageantry.
Well, I just did. I'm sorry. I should use it. Do you get caught up in the festiveness of Christmas? Is that,
No, I don't
is
use
that a real thing?
festiveness either.
Is that a real thing? Is that a real word? It's like saying vandalisms,
Vandalism.
which is vandai or
How
something.
about commercialism?
The commercialism.
There we go. I like that. That's even
words.
worse. That's a bigger word.
Not really. Like I dread buying presents for people. I dread it. But I liked what after the dread is over. It's the day. It's the day of when you sit down and you see the kids open the presents. Now, what does make you mad as a human being is when somebody opens a gift that you bought them and they go, "Oh, thanks." And you're like, "You motherfucker! I worked 44 hours a week for a year for that."
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
I just take shit back.
Yeah.
No, I get fuck you. Fuck to the next person. Hey kid, you got 2 presents now.
Yeah.
You don't get the koosh ball. I'm
But,
gonna put
you know.
that son of a bitch.
And I just don't like the whole idea of Christmas giving each other gifts and obligations to get gifts for each other. Think about it. Every time that you've ever been told you don't have to get me a gift, and then you don't do it, and they just stare at you. Like, oh, you didn't.
How dare you?
Yeah, like
Just ruined my Christmas.
Yeah.
I get that.
Nobody doesn't want a gift. Like everybody wants a gift, really.
But
I don't want your happiness.
Not
Yeah.
Jehovah's Witnesses though.
Jehovah's Witnesses even want a gift.
They don't.
They want the gift of eternal
They don't celebrate
life.
that. No, they don't want
Gift
that.
of saving your soul.
Yeah.
By the way, this is a Diet Dr. Pepper I'm drinking. I heard, and I can't confirm or deny this, but that Justin Hamlin was the guy that came up with the recipe for this. So thank you,
23 flavors.
Dr. Hamlin. It's delicious.
Damn, Justin Hamlin. Genius.
Good stuff. So, what about you, Elijah? What topic did you bring this time? Last time it was
I
Fight Group, which was a pretty big hit. Fight Group.
It was, I mean, it did go straight to DVD. We grossed about $100. But we're moving up in the world.
But did you have anything that you like? What are your thoughts on the holiday season?
I really don't have any. I like seeing my kids open up some stuff. Other than that, people faking being nice to people. I always love it. Yet, when you go to the stores, you get all kinds of dirty looks and people just acting really shitty.
Correct.
So, I think we should go back to old school. We make our own gifts for people. Everybody gets one gift, and we just sing fa la 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 la, and we go to work the next day. I think that's what a Christmas should be like.
I agree.
I think I should get a full 7 days off of
Oh, that's
Paid?
would be
it.
awesome.
Paid, yeah.
Double time, actually.
Yeah, I mean, if I give you an entire year of my life, shouldn't at Christmas time you give me just 7 days back? I mean, that's exactly the amount of time it took for God to create the world, right?
Well, it took 6.
6 days,
But who
but
wants
yeah,
to-
he was lazy and rested. He was an omnipresent being, and he needed a day off.
Yeah.
I need a fucking
know
day
what?
off. I'm not even omnipresent.
And hey, he took a day off so that you could have a day off.
Oh,
Hey,
there
Randy.
I don't know if God did that.
Yeah.
If God worked 7 days. Guess what? We'd all be working today. All right, and we wouldn't be here to do this awesome show for Mr. Hamlin.
Hamlin. Good man, Hamlin.
Harry Hamlin. I mean, Justin Hamlin.
Justin Hamlin.
Harry Hamlin. Clash of the Titans, man.
Clash of the Titans, Harry Hamlin.
Thank you, Justin, for.
I wonder if he's related. Justin, are you related to Harry Hamlin? Because that would be an awesome.
Could you write back to us at P.O. Box?
Wait,
Fine.
this just in. Yeah, I got confirmation he is related to Harry Hamlin.
Wow,
yes.
guy is
Really
a
stepped
genius.
up with the
and
earpiece.
fabulous.
I know. I have an
So-
earpiece that's so small you can't even see it.
It's so small.
That earpiece was invented by Justin Hamlin.
So we went to Farthing. We went to the casino last night. You been to the casino?
Yeah. I've lost money in that casino.
What are your thoughts on it? Because I was thoroughly impressed.
I think they did a really good job. I thought it was really nice. I saw Ed's band there.
Yeah.
A friend of ours, Ed, he has a band that plays locally.
Yeah.
And we went in there and I got really drunk and I threw up in the parking lot, but totally not my fault. I blame it on we're not at sea level.
Yeah, that's right. We're not at sea level.
Ohio's not sea level. Don't anybody tell you different.
That's
That did happen.
yeah. Can I tell them?
No, what? Listen, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Okay, I had a lot of beer. I may have urinated near my car. Somebody may have given me a dirty look. I am not confirming nor denying anything. As my attorney, Justin Hamlin, always tells me, you never admit your faults.
It was funny because Elijah's like, I'm gonna piss in this parking lot, and we were like, really, dude? Really? You know, we're walking out at 1 a.m. out of a fucking casino in the middle of the ghetto, and you're gonna stand in the middle of the parking lot and just whip out your fire hose and start taking a leak.
Yes.
And 7-degree weather.
Okay.
Like froze midstream. It was just like a perfect arch.
We were doing ice sculptures.
Yeah. Cop didn't even try to stop him, just whistled, went on by, give him a thumbs up.
It's a nice ice sculpture.
My stream is awesome.
Well, good thing is he drank enough that it wasn't yellow, it was clear.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought it was a magic
But
trick.
Elijah, this is how in tune Elijah and I are with when we see some ridiculous social thing. Elijah and I are out scoping out the games and seeing where shit is located. I got some chips, you know, to play some actual gambling chips. And we're standing underneath this big ass billboard, and there is it's 2 movie posters. On one side is a full black cast, all black people in this movie, and it was called like Luggage Claim. Or
Baggage Claim.
Baggage Claim, right? And we're like, okay, and then we walk around the other side, and there's a billboard, all 8 white people, and it's like, home for the holidays. And we were like dumbfounded. We're like, how the fuck does nobody notice this racist shit? Like, that's the most racist thing I've seen this week.
We'll see this holiday movie of black people work.
Yeah.
Or the white people on the other side.
Yeah. They were coming home for the holidays, and the black people were sorting their luggage, and they all had adventures. Like, I couldn't tell if it was going to be like part 1 and part 2 to a movie. You know,
It's one of those rare collaborations of movies.
Was it Tyler Perry Presents?
No.
I
mean, it could have been. Who knows? But yeah, it didn't say Tyler Perry on it.
Everything says Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Every black movie from 2000 on, Tyler Perry. That's what we've learned.
See a black woman in a fat suit, I'm calling Tyler Perry. Or
Martin Lawrence.
hey, no, they had Eddie Murphy. He went
Oh
black.
shit! Yeah.
Yeah, that did happen too.
Norbit, right? He was at.
Oh,
In orbit.
terrible movie. That
Oh my god, that was a piece of.
shit.
And Nutty Professor.
Oh man, I did like
He
the Nutty
played
Professor.
old
I enjoyed the Nutty
black people,
Right after Nutty
young black
Professor, Eddie Murphy's career went.
Yeah.
And then he did like Disney's Haunted House.
I remember the first 2 movies I saw as a suburban white kid, where I realized that there was a little different culture in the black community. I can remember them. Boys in the Hood. I saw that movie and I was like, I never knew what South Central LA looked like.
That's like the token black movie for white people.
Well, I guess so. I'd never been exposed.
Racist.
And then the other one was Friday.
Watch it, Boys in the Hood. Now, if you don't study, that's what happened.
See, I had
Friday was the other.
Friday.
I had a different experience. I knew that black people were different when I watched the movie The Toy of Richard Pryor, and they bought him.
Wow.
That is a racist movie. Have you rewatched it?
Oh, it's a very racist
When I was a
movie.
kid, I was like,
But I love
seems-
that movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
But
It's a great.
let's get something right. Richard Pryor was amazing. When Richard Pryor was alone, he was amazing.
Yeah. But why would he have agreed to do that movie? That's what I can't figure out.
Because that's all they had back then. You're either going to be racially discriminated against in a movie and get paid, or you're going to be racially discriminated outside the movie and not get paid. I'm just saying.
I still like that movie. And Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles is funny up until the last 10 minutes where it's a fucking dance chorus number. That
You know
makes
what? I
no
kinda
sense.
like it.
Really?
I think that's what I think. I like that because it's so crazy now.
It's just ridiculous.
Is that another Christmas? Can we put that in the Christmas movie?
Sure, why not? Blazing Saddles, another Christmas film.
Get it.
See, I watch whatever I connect Christmas movie. Sure, it might have Christmas in it.
How about
But it's
Snow?
any movie that makes me feel good. Yeah.
I love porn.
Christmas porn.
Christmas porn. I don't think I've ever seen
Spear in
it.
the rear makes me very happy.
Rudolph the red-titted reindeer.
Exactly.
Here comes Santa Claus.
No, I see a chick with just semen over her face.
Yeah. Santa, I didn't request all of your babies in my mouth this year.
Who's been naughty?
Yeah. The naughty list. Oh,
Instead of naughty, you get it in the butt. You've been good, so you get vaginal sex. You've been naughty, you get anal.
Jenna Jameson, you've been bad.
Jenna Jameson looks bad.
starring Owen Wilson.
I was going to say, now we're kind of on the subject. Well, not porn anymore, but how comes women in movies never make it past 40? When was the last time Julia Roberts has ever been in a movie?
A couple of years ago. I mean, I know that there was one that came out like 2 years ago with her.
What?
It had
Yeah.
Tom Hanks in it, and Tom Hanks was.
Oh, was that where he
trying
was
to
a
get-
senator? He was a senator. Right?
Yeah, well, there's that one. There's that one. Then there's one where he was going to back to college because he got fired from his job and because he didn't have a college degree, and she
Oh,
was
yeah.
the teacher. It was
I
pretty
have no
fucking
idea
funny. I can't remember the name of it, but I saw it. On
Obviously, it
Netflix.
wasn't that good.
No, I mean,
Because
it
you're
was-
a movie buff, you would know any.
I
good
just
movie.
can't remember the
Yeah,
name.
he
So,
does.
Tom Hanks is in a movie like every year. I'm sorry, I
I-
can't remember all the Tom Hanks titles.
You should probably remember that.
Oh, okay.
We're going to go on IMDb. We're going to have a pop quiz later.
Yeah. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, you know, women, yeah, they do get pigeonholed. Like, you know, Catherine Zeta-Jones. I just saw The Haunting the other night. Remember that from the mid-90s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was all decked out. She was probably like 39, 40.
Entrapment.
Entrapment. She was like a
Oh,
big deal.
dude.
And then, what has she done lately?
No, she's
Michael
in
Douglas?
she was just in that movie Red.
Oh, that's right.
Right? She was
Fuck.
just in
Red
movie
too.
Red.
Yeah, but they
and
put-
she's still smoking hot.
They put her like she's you know she's like 55 years old though now, and so it's like they have to have their own specific movies for old people.
Yeah, they do. Like,
can't just
but
go in.
old guys can go. Like Sylvester Stallone right now is making a remake of one of his older movies, and they're going to pay him $15 million to make this movie. And I got to be honest with you, his face is pretty much solid stone at this point.
What's the,
It's like he can't even.
what's the
Natural Botox.
what's the name of the movie? Do you know?
Probably Rocky 4.
Well, I love Rocky, so that's fine.
The last Rocky was good. I'm not getting,
yeah.
don't get me wrong. The last Rambo was good, but
What?
they're probably going to make Rocky fighting out of retirement home.
Well, actually, I know that they are making another Rocky.
They are making nice.
But it's not Rocky. It's going to be about the dude from he fought in the first two movies.
Apollo
Creed.
Creed.
It's going to be his grandson. So that could be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But anyways, what I wanted to ask though was that going on. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in Hollywood. You know, like Paul Walker. You know that happened.
Wow.
And
He's not been dead 2 weeks and you're already laughing.
No.
I'm sorry.
I mean, just like
Like when you heard about the car crash and you think,
Yeah.
I hope it's Vin Diesel.
when I heard about the car crash,
Wrong one.
and that happened, I thought immediately, I was like, man, that's ironic, right? And then somebody pointed out on the internet that irony would be the guy that was driving wearing a T-shirt that says, "I never crashed and killed Paul Walker in a fiery car." And I was like, that's right. It's not really ironic. It makes sense that that's how he died.
Yeah.
He died in a fiery
He
car
lived a
crash.
fast life.
He lived fastly and furiously and burned brightly.
Yeah, that's good. I like
Furious
this.
fire.
Was he furious? Maybe.
The fire was furious.
Paul Walker's going to be recast in the next Fast and the Furious with Matthew McConaughey.
I heard his brother, his younger brother, is going to do a stand-in role for him, and then and they're going to CGI his face on his brother's face to finish the movie. To which I said, "That's the greatest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. I'm going to go see the shit out of that movie."
Oh, yeah. Trying to figure out which parts are which.
You can't even let a guy die. You're like, he ain't died. He's gonna be a star after he's dead.
We're
That's
gonna
gonna be
see
amazing.
Holograms.
Yeah.
It's a new age.
Maybe we can bring back Brandon Lee.
Brandon Lee. Yeah, there's like a.
That was a hard loss, man, because that Crow movie was amazing.
Yeah, he was right on the cusp of being the biggest action star ever.
He was in show was it Showtime or Showdown, Sundown, something in Tokyo.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, with Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren.
You know, side note, I actually got into a physical altercation with my cousin over that movie because he tried his best to convince me that Dolph Lundgren was Bruce Lee's son. Because Bruce Lee slept with a white woman. and that has to be his son.
That's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life.
Why do you
Well,
even have to pick
Brandon Lee kind of looks a little bit like Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
So, not the Chinese dude right there that has all the kung fu moves. That can't be his son.
It's Dolph Lundgren.
It's
Dolph Lundgren, you son of a bitch.
Stealing people's identities.
Yeah, have you seen him lately? He looks like those golf runner looks like those Easter Island stone, like those stone faces.
Yeah, he does.
He's like, like you knew he was coming back, you people from Easter Island, you son of a bitches. And thank you again, Justin Hamlin, for this beer.
Justin Hamlin presents The Ray Cave. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yay, Justin Hamlin.
Elijah's being sarcastic, but we do appreciate you.
We do. Look, we made signs.
I mean, yeah, these signs took me all of 5 minutes to make.
The bad thing is the back end of this are Ray's financial documents.
They are.
If it wasn't for Justin Hamlin,
Yeah.
I'd be at home with some people who actually love me instead of racist
Oh, whatever.
friends. Thanks, Justin Hamlin.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You.
Speaking of Christmas, I absolutely believe that green and red M&Ms taste better than regular.
I think they do
M&Ms.
too. I'm with you on this.
I do. I think
I
it's.
think you're both fucking nuts because they taste the exact
No,
same.
they don't. They don't.
Every M&M,
No.
it's the same candy. You're not going to taste coloring.
Agree to disagree.
Well,
Yeah,
listen.
red wine tastes
Let's.
better.
How about this? Let's do this because I wanted to get to this too. What? You guys? Everybody has a Christmas moment that they remember as, man, that was an amazing Christmas experience. What's your one Christmas moment that you were like when you were a kid? You know, not recently or anything, but when you were a little kid, like 8 to 12, in that magical time.
Are you ready for a war?
Hey there, Michael McCormick here. The big 11-year anniversary and Hall of Fame show is coming up on January 18, 2014, and this is literally going to be War Wrestling's biggest show of all time. It's so big that we're packing up and heading to the Allen East Community Center Gym in Harrod, Ohio. VIP tickets go for $15 for reserved second and third row seats. However, with VIP, you're getting early into the show for a special members-only meet and greet to take pictures with and get autographs from your favorite War wrestlers. There are only 160 second and third row VIP seats available, and we already have a sizable list of people who want tickets. All of those are offered on a first-come, first-served basis. Once they're sold, they're sold. We will not be adding any other VIP offers in the future. With that being said, not only are you going to get the VIP treatment, but you're getting access to the War Wrestling Hall of Fame ceremony and the 11-year anniversary show event. Here are just a few of the matches you're going to see. Dusty Dillinger will go one-on-one with Dexter Dementia. These two men started their wrestling careers the same time in the GWA in 1997 and have competed in some of the most physical matches in War Wrestling history. They embody wrestling and respect. Now the two go face-to-face in what will be Dexter's last match. Will the demented delivery man get the best of Dillinger on his last stop in Lima, or will Lima's favorite cowboy send the postman off into the sunset with his head hung low? Then, things are about to get hardcore. Relentless Ron Mathis looks to end the career of Bad Attitude Brian Beach by finishing a job he started several years ago by putting Beach on the shelf for a year with a shoulder injury. If the first two altercations between these two have been any indication, this is probably going to be one of the most violent matches in War Wrestling history. Ron Mathis against Brian Beach in a Harrod street fight. What happens when you put two behemoths in a match where the only way to win is to immobilize your opponent for a 10 count? That's exactly what we're going to find out when Sherman Tank squares off against his former Bad Company teammate Chris the Madness Hall. Will Sherman Tank be able to overcome the blatantly obvious 3-on-1 disadvantage when Hall has Ripper Blackheart and Jeff Holloway in his corner? Or will Hall emerge victorious in their nearly year-long feud? Chris Hall versus Sherman Tank in a last man standing match. Get ready for the Painkillers as they look to regain the War Wrestling Tag Team Championship against the Scarbonis in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. 1 year ago, it was Vinny from Jersey who weaseled his team out of what should have been a ladder match at War X, but this time there will be no escaping TLC. One of the longest tenured tag teams in War Wrestling, Vinny and Sonny Scarboni finally won the belts after a decade here in War, while the Painkillers won them in their first 6 months, a fact that eats away at the Scarbonis, who are out to prove why they are War's best tag team. The War Wrestling Tag Team Championship, the Scarbonis defend against the Painkillers in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. The main event of War 11, Jock Sampson takes on the War Wrestling Champion Juice Jennings in a cage. Since the spring, Jock Sampson has only cared about one thing, the War Wrestling Championship. Jock even went as far to steal the belt from Juice this summer and just declare himself the champion. On Saturday night, January 18th, Jock will learn that actions have consequences when there's nowhere for him to run as he's locked inside a steel cage with a real War Wrestling Champion. Will Jock finally truly behold what he is obsessed with, or will Juice's record reign continue? Juice Jennings versus Jock Sampson for the War Wrestling Championship inside a steel cage. All of this on the biggest night in the history of War Wrestling.
You guys, everybody has a Christmas moment that they remember as, man, that was an amazing Christmas experience. What's your one Christmas moment that you were like, when you were a kid, you know, not recently or anything, but when you were a little kid, like, you know, 8 to 12, in that magical time?
I'm about to get all soppy. Okay. So when I was at my grandmother's house, one of the last times, had that big tree, and we're all opening our presents, and then my little cousin, he gets all excited with his present, and he's jumping all around, hits the Christmas tree, goes right through my grandmother's front stained glass window that she had in her house. And that was the last time we had Christmas in that room.
I could see the reason why.
Yeah, that's what it is.
My best Christmas moment was I was probably about 11, 12 years old. I was middle school, whatever. I can't remember how old you were in middle school.
Oh.
And we had like this huge like ice storm that came in. Like we were out of school for like 8 days, dude. It was amazing. It was like 3 days before Christmas, and I was like, man, I was so bored because there's nothing to do. You can't go outside. You just like there's nothing to do. So my grandma was like, you can open a present. So I opened this present, and it had the Nintendo version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game in it.
Okay.
I played that game for 5 days straight.
Nice.
It was a good game.
It was a good game.
I remember that game.
But the backstory on that is I knew exactly which present to open because I opened it 3 days earlier and rewrapped it.
Grandma falls for it every time.
That's awesome. Mine was, I think it was 1991-ish, like maybe 92. Super Nintendo came out. That's all I fucking wanted all year. I must have told my parents 1,000 times, if you get me a gift, that's all I want. Well, my dad's always gotten me everything I've ever wanted when it came to Christmas time, right? I mean, he would try his hardest. But this time around, he thought it was going to be funny to fuck with me. So he wrapped the box. He literally cut out wings out of cardboard and attached them to this box where it made it look like one of those fucking airplanes that you control with the controller, right? But it was a Super Nintendo. And so it sat under my tree for like, 30 days. And I was just livid because I was like, I don't fucking want an airplane at all. What am I going to do with that? We live in this neighborhood, I could maybe fly it like, if I went out in the country. What am I going to fucking do with an airplane? So, but I didn't want to be too so I was like, my dad's like, I did a lot of work to get you that. I'm like, that's awesome, I'm glad, and I pretended. And I opened that up, and when I realized it was a Super Nintendo, it was the happiest day of my life.
Did you cry?
No, I didn't cry. I might have.
He screamed like that.
But it was amazing because that's the kind of guy my dad is. He likes those little moments like that. So I thought it was hilarious. To this day, I remember it as one of the funniest things anybody's ever done. So
That's pretty cool. I like that. It's a good Christmas story.
we also got a puppy one year. That was pretty funny.
Still got that dog?
No, what happened? I'll tell you this story. Talk about sad stories. I got a puppy. I got a beagle. Basset hound and they have giant ears, cutest little fucking thing. When he was running when he was a puppy, he'd get tripped over his ears and then fall down. I named him Leonardo after one of the Ninja Turtles. Okay, so Leonardo, purebred Basset hound. I leave him out in the summertime that same year to run up and down the yard. Right, I'm only gone for 10 minutes. I come back. Some fucking McGuffey hillbilly stole my dog because he was a purebred hunting dog. Stole it right off the fucking line that we had attached to let him run. So yeah, I don't have that dog anymore. Some asshole stole it.
Hopefully he's living.
And then 5 years later, he was in the country and he ran up to this dog and it was the same dog and he remembered it.
That would have been awesome. Thanks. That would have been a nice ending, but
I
it
was trying to make it better.
never happened. All that happened was sadness to me.
And the dog was gone forever.
Yeah. Happy fucking holidays.
Merry Christmas, Justin Hamlin.
Yeah, Justin Hamlin though. Merry Christmas.
See, just the sheer mention of your name, Justin Hamlin, makes this man smile after a sad dog story.
Yeah.
That was a hard story.
Yeah, it's you could barely listen.
It was hard.
I could barely live through it.
I bet. It was tough. I'm sad for you now. I want to go back in time and hug that little whatever old you were.
I want to go back.
It's creepy now if I say that.
and hug that little kid.
Yeah. You probably shouldn't be hugging little kids.
What I want to do is go back in time with a shotgun like Looper and watch for the hillbilly to come up and then just gun his ass down.
I really didn't like that
And
movie.
then you
You
get
like Looper?
How do you not like?
I didn't
Looper?
like it.
Yeah, it's a badass
It was boring.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
And the ending was awesome.
You see, I told you we should have did this show by ourselves.
Yeah.
This is the reason why.
Never invite me to do anything because I don't like Looper.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just.
I don't know how people
You're down there
cannot,
on a friend's
because you're
house.
not the first person to say that, and I don't understand how you could not like that movie.
I thought it was good, but it wasn't like I expect more out of Bruce Willis. And lately, Bruce Willis has let me down.
It's like the most well-written.
I expect
time
this.
travel.
I expect this every time.
It
John
is.
McClane,
He was
every
like
movie.
35 in that movie. Okay, he's like 70 now. He can't move like that anymore.
He can. I've seen him do it.
Okay, not without those like shots in his
I
back.
didn't like
That's like an hour.
I'm just saying that's what I expect when I see Bruce Willis. I expect John McClane, which pretty much he made his career on.
Yeah, he did. He played a lot of, but he was also he had comedic chops too, which I think he should do some more comedies.
Fifth Element, love the movie.
Yeah,
Funny in that
absolutely.
movie.
So what do you think about the latest Die Hard movie?
I liked it.
I look. I bought it because I needed it to go with the rest of my Blu-ray diehards, and so I bought it for $6 at Walmart. Still not worth $6. I do not understand how it can even be an entry. It's got 2 tie-ins: the beginning and the end.
I liked it. I thought it was good. I like that guy. I like that guy that plays the son. I thought he was really good in that
Yeah.
movie. What's that? Jack Reacher.
Yeah, he was good.
I thought he was really good. I think that guy's going to be a pretty big star in action movies. I like the guy. I thought they did really well. The guy's like 75,000 years old.
Yeah.
Him and Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Well,
agree.
Morgan Freeman's got a great career ahead of himself. He just reads. When I see him, I just thank God for some reason. I don't know why.
And this is how much I like Morgan Freeman. While you were telling that story, I was replacing your voice with his.
And I was sitting here talking about another movie I really like, Glory. It's amazing.
Do you think that story would have been even sadder if Morgan Freeman would have narrated it?
Yes.
The one about the dog?
Exactly. It would have probably been better. We should probably
When
call
I
Morgan
was a
Freeman.
young boy.
Funny story about
I had a bugle.
funny story about Morgan Freeman. I was in the car during tax season last year. Morgan Freeman's doing things for commercials for Checksmart.
Really?
Yeah, for the Insight cards.
No.
Yeah, you can get them at your local Checksmart.
That's terrible. Don't do that, Morgan Freeman.
Just
Just like
saying.
that.
I'm just saying.
An Insight card sucks.
I have one because I have to have one for work.
Hey, I like those free points whenever I get them.
Yeah, I do. Well, when you ever get them, it's
You
hard.
guys want to know a secret? I had never activated my Insight card. All those points that they gave me, I have no idea where they go.
So-
I just smile
And,
and say
and,
thank
and
you.
here's a beautiful
You got
part
money
about
on your
that.
Insight card. You just got to activate it.
Yeah,
I
so
don't-
you probably have like $500
I don't have an
to sitting
Insight
on a
card.
card.
I don't know whatever happened to it, but I
I
don't
just
have
want to
an
know when you got
Yeah,
one
it's
Insight,
$10.
get a new one, so
You can spend $10 and get about $500 just to sit there. Damn it! I'm gonna
Merry
activate the
Christmas
core
to
for you.
Ray.
Yeah. It's a Christmas miracle. But they give me points at work, and I was like, I don't want to do any of that. Can't you just hand me a $20 bill?
Yeah.
You fucking cheapskates.
No, I don't think it's
For
worth
tax
it.
purposes.
It's, yeah. Good old Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
Thanks, Unc.
Yeah. Oh man.
You gotta love the government.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They love to.
Oh, the government loves to take their piece.
I don't want to go on my whole tangent with the government because it makes me really upset, and my blood pressure's already high enough. I was drinking a beer and I
Plus,
just
I
had a
don't really
steak.
I think
God,
we have
that's-
enough time to go over all of the problems
Yeah.
that may or may not be because of the government. It's
Quit
cold out.
hiding the aliens.
Yeah, we know they're out there. I fucking know.
I've been probed several times at parties.
I'm not in this conversation, so when they come up missing tomorrow, I don't know nothing. Okay, government?
Let me just take a tour of Area 51. Just let me take a small tour.
Fuck that. I want to go to Area 52. I know it's out there. I fucking know it. It's the one nobody talks about.
It's right next
Where
door.
you're building alien technology by reverse engineering it. You fucking liars. Barack Obama, you need to get these aliens off our goddamn planet.
Yeah.
Much like Samuel L. Jackson needs to get these motherfucking snakes off these motherfucking planets.
Another good Christmas movie.
Yeah, snakes on the plane.
Merry Christmas, Cobra.
Hands down, one of the worst plots ever in a movie.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Elijah, speaking of Obama, isn't it funny how on Facebook you notice any like people just hate Obama? Like there's just hate for Obama for everything. And you see how mad when I post something on Facebook and I'll that has nothing to do with it, but I'll put thanks Obama, and they get fucking livid. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
They're like,
thanks,
that's
Obama.
not funny. Obama is ruining our country. He's the goddamn Antichrist. And you're like, listen, hillbilly.
Translation. All black people are devils.
Yeah.
It used to be we called y'all white devils, but now y'all done flipped the game on us.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. Am I wrong? You can't
can't
blame
do nothing
every
right.
fucking problem on Obama. You just can't.
You can't.
You could go, he's
You
in
can blame every
charge.
problem on George Bush.
You could, but it's not the same.
You
thing.
could blame.
You should probably trace everything back to Dick Cheney.
You could blame 16 years worth of problems on George Bush and his family. You very well could do that.
No.
But Obama's been in office for what, like 5 years now, right? 6 years. I mean, it's
And I
not
really
like.
don't see the economy getting any worse than when he first jumped.
Yeah, it's
into
actually
office.
we added jobs again this last month.
It's not enough.
And,
Get to
and
work, boys.
Healthcare
That's
is
how they
going, the healthcare thing is going to work. God forbid. It's like, so the website crashed, right? That shit happens. What do you fucking think that
It's
Facebook,
technology.
the very first day it went online, it never had a problem ever since then? I mean, or any of the fucking major websites.
I don't
that
have a
use.
Facebook page.
Right. This guy doesn't have one. He stays off. He's anonymous.
Thinking about getting a Twitter account though.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Twat it up.
Twat it up. 2014, different year for Jeff.
I will not follow you, Jeff. I don't know. I don't like what you
I only need one follower.
Okay.
Jeff, I'll follow you.
Thank you.
And mission accomplished. Good job.
You'll follow me.
Yeah.
I'll watch y'all.
We'll twat each other all the time. We'll twat around.
Don't you have a
Don't you have a Twitter?
I don't know if I'm typing or fucking, but either way, it's fun for me.
Don't you have, Elijah, I thought you had a Twitter account. It was like jumpsuits or something.
No Twitter.
Jumpsuits are.
That was my little side business I was trying to get out. We sell one color and one color only. Beige.
Prison tote. Not county orange. Prison tote.
Once again, Justin Hamlin, thank you for this racist experience.
Justin Hamlin.
You throw the word racism around a lot. We're just having fun.
People throw a lot of words around. People
We're
throw a
just
lot of
having
words
fun
around
in
that are
racist
hurtful.
spirits.
People throw a lot of words around that are hurtful.
They do.
Like chubby. Because I'm evidently husky.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Hey, just because I like to eat and my shirts are too tight now, that's not my fault.
I buy them that way because I like to feel like I'm
I
fit.
thought it was being trendy. You fucking trendy people.
I go to Baby Gap and I buy Baby Gap medium.
Guess what?
It looks like a
Well,
fucking sports
My
bra.
T-shirt from 3 years ago fits the way that you wear your T-shirts now. So how about that? I'm just in the in crowd. I'm in the in crowd.
One fad I'll never get into is skinny jeans.
Yeah, me neither. I can't. First off, I can't even
I'm not
fit
gonna-
into skinny jeans. I don't think they make a wide enough pair
Well,
of skinny jeans.
at-
Well, those tapered legs know they're fucking skinny.
Yeah.
at the risk of sounding racist again, I don't think my shit will fit in skinny jeans. Okay? It's just,
You notice how it goes
It's too
all.
formulaic.
You knows every time he's got a give a good stereotype. Look at that.
Yeah, look at this. That's racist.
Yeah, that's racist, dude. Now,
I just sat there and said at the risk of sounding racist.
I was thinking about getting a tattoo of my penis that says my other penis is black.
Racist. But I guess if it's true, it's not really racist.
I gotta be honest. If we're gonna do racist stereotypes, you get the best ones,
Yeah.
right? Oh, we got big penises. We're the best dancers. You know what black guys? You know white guys do? We have no rhythm.
Probably
We got littler penises. That sucks. Most likely to get raped in prison.
We're amazing
a
at
white guy.
sports. We're amazing at sports.
No, we're not.
Every
Hockey.
culture wants to steal our culture.
Hockey, and nobody watches hockey.
Nobody comes into my house and goes, "Hey, Randy, can we steal some of that Wotan culture?"
Yeah.
Nobody does that.
You guys are still forgetting the most important thing. You motherfuckers are wealthy, okay? Y'all have all the money. What more do you need?
You're in my place. Does this look like I have all the money? This is all secondary
Yeah,
shit.
look at all
hide
these
it.
fucking movies.
We hide it and we bury it because we're white.
You hoards it.
We hold it.
Even the poor white people have tons of money because they're hoarders.
We carry it around. We don't pretend like we don't have it.
They got every white family in America has a treasure map to their fucking burial treasures.
We hold the money. We're waiting for this economy to pick back up. Then we're gonna start buying things.
X on the
When
brown
our grandparents pass away, they literally hand us a treasure map, like it's like fucking Goonies. And we have to go find.
It's our time now.
It's our time now, Grampy.
Oh man, we get chased by the Fratellis or what are they?
The Fratellis.
The Fratellis, yeah, the
Yeah.
Fratellis.
Aren't you the one they call Mouth?
You know, I was thinking about the Goonies the other day. This is true, and this is Roman's discovery of racism. There's not one black guy in that whole show. There's an Asian guy. I guess that's the quota.
And yet he's the one that's deemed the crazy guy too.
I
For all his crazy.
They had a fat white
adventures.
kid.
They had a skinny white kid, and they had a pretty white girl, and an ugly white girl, and some old random white
Hey,
people.
none of those
and they
white
even
girls
had
were ugly.
a white retarded dude with a big forehead.
You know, it's the same guy that played Jason.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
He died, man.
He died.
Yeah.
He was a football player.
He was a football player. I can't remember his name. Yeah, fuck
I'm
it.
sure Frank will find it. Frank, let Justin Hamlin presents the show, but you find out who that guy was, all right?
Yeah. Because during the segment, we want it in bold
Yeah.
letters going across the screen.
Who
just
it
like
was.
that. I wanted to follow my hand the name of Jason before he.
But well, it's funny because the Goonies is like it's like one of my all-time favorite being a kid.
It's
movies,
an
you know?
awesome movie.
But you're right. There aren't a lot of diverse movies from that time period.
There's not.
Think of
You have the toy, and that's it.
what's the one with shit? What's the one with the kid, the little kids where they build the spaceship and they go into outer space? They build it out of
The Explorers.
The Explorers,
Yeah.
yeah. They live in a neighborhood.
How the
where-
fuck do I know that?
That's a good.
Listen, I was lost.
It's got
River Phoenix.
River Phoenix.
River Phoenix.
Plays the nerdy kid.
OD'd heroin. Outside the nightclub.
Had it, lost it. River Phoenix.
Now we have a hair-lip brother. That's not very good actor.
He played Johnny Cash, all right.
Yeah, he did actually. That was a really good movie. He was the Emperor in Gladiator.
But I'm just saying, like, Explorers was another one that I had
Alien
as a kid.
You know, I work with you, right? So we work in the same place. We work with a lot of young kids. I work with you. We work in the same place. We work with a lot of young kids. So I'm naming movies, and I can't believe how different our movies are to their movies. I'm like, hey, you ever seen Willow? If you could pull that up. Val Kilmer, amazing actor before he turned into a
Awesome
pumpkin.
Yeah.
It was a big step for midgets in that time.
It was. Oh, and they didn't have a black midget in there, so we're good.
Yeah, they did.
Not
It's the
racist.
same. It's the only black midget that has any kind of parts in any
Well,
movies
yeah, and if you could pull his
from
face
then
up
to
too.
now.
He was in
Friday, Bad Santa.
Yeah.
Bad
He's
Santa.
an elf.
And
Yeah.
he was also in that Jim Carrey movie.
Oh,
Me, myself, and Irene.
Yeah.
Which is one of my
5 points
favorite
to
movies.
this
I love
guy.
that movie. My favorite, I think my favorite line is "My little pussy fart." There's not a term of endearment you could ever say. That's my little pussy fart, and not be
But
in
you're
love with
right.
somebody.
These kids, you'll say something like that, and they'll go, "What? What's a Willow?" I like Power Rangers, and then they drift off into Katy Perry's new single. That's what I think.
Look at
Imagine
me.
all these young kids end their sentences with Katy Perry lyrics.
Can't even think of one song. That's
I don't
probably
know
why
any
I'm
of
lost
the
in half
songs.
the conversations.
They, that Eye of the Tiger song she's doing now.
I have no idea.
Listen, there was
I have a
young
girlfriend,
girl-
and she listens to it.
Yeah.
There was a young girl at that at our job, and we were talking about movies, and she was completely and totally dumbfounded that Eddie Murphy cussed. There was actual movies where Eddie Murphy said bad words in it, and she didn't believe me.
This angers me.
Yeah.
I say Eddie Murphy has, to this day, the record for a stand-up movie with the most fucks in a movie. 200 and some
Eddie Murphy
odd.
Raw.
Yeah, Eddie
Yeah,
Murphy
Raw.
Raw.
Fucking love it, man. He's wearing that
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy
purple
Raw.
leather suit.
Yeah, with that glove.
Oh my god, it was amazing. I just want to watch it right now.
Remember when he's talking about like fucking at the end? Like,
Yeah.
You're right. He does. He goes. It's literally like a 20-minute block of just the F word.
I mean,
Yeah.
he even goes into describing how people misconstrue his comedy by saying Hey, fuck you, motherfucker. Yeah, fuck. That's all he does. Suck my dick.
He does that Bill Cosby thing. Yeah, you're right, dude. Haven't seen Amy for a long time.
What's the time?
Oh, 44 and 55 seconds.
Okay, we still got a few minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
We've been talking for a while.
Yeah. But,
Thanks to Justin Hamlin, time doesn't move the same way.
Justin Hamlin presents. This
Justin
amazing
Hamlin,
block.
I'm trying to invent a time machine. You can sponsor it. It's mostly just me hitting myself in the head with a hammer, but it's gonna work.
Dude, it's just funny because you hear these girls and there were two guys like in their age group today. This was Saturday, talking about superhero movies and superheroes and arguing like we would have done at their age, like we do now. You know, who is the better superhero? Who's the best villain? And this one girl turns around. She's got like 2 kids, and she's like, 21 years old. But she turns around and looks at the kid and goes, "Can't you grow up?" And I was like, "Bitch, you should have calmed down a little bit. You should have grown down. You should have got into a little bit of this shit,
Shit, they're talking about something that happened 2 years ago.
Can't you grow up?
You just graduated yesterday.
Shut up. You should be having sex without a condom and causing yourself 18 years worth of misery.
Grow up.
Instead of doing this.
Because we did the responsible thing by pulling out every time.
Since we're on this subject.
And leaving counties.
Yeah. Changing names.
We
Giving
have no
names.
idea how many kids Randy made.
Yeah.
He cannot confirm or deny his children.
I don't even know if my balls shoot right.
Could you see his defense? Could you see his defense in maternity court?
Wouldn't it be great if they didn't?
I pulled out every single time.
Yeah.
Oh, he pulled out. No, not yours. Case dismissed. I walk in there. Case closed. You know it's yours.
Like I'm pretty
You
sure.
already know.
I'm pretty sure if I saw a baby that had my face, I'd know right away. I'd be like, "Oh my god,
No glasses.
Christ, that one's mine for sure." We're just gonna end up keeping that one in a cage somewhere. But
Nice.
yeah, I know it does. I'm sorry.
So while we're talking about this, I would like us to describe our first times.
What?
Yeah, your first
Having sex?
time having sex.
I already did that in my stand-up act,
I
which
don't
you can
care.
catch on YouTube.
I talk about
Well,
my dick
I-
for 20 minutes.
Yeah, so I don't know
Yeah.
this. But what?
And thank
what about
God,
your
thank
first
God
time?
for your girlfriend because she set me up so I could yell at somebody in the audience and made me feel better.
Yeah.
God bless her. She's running the camera.
Thanks, baby.
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
My first time. You guys are gonna laugh at me when I tell you the story.
Is this Christmas appropriate?
Oh, it's definitely not Christmas appropriate.
All right.
So it's like midsummer. It's like July, and I was probably like 15 years old. And this girl had come in from out of town, Kentucky, and she was staying with some family from out of town. Her and her brother. And she goes, we just hit it off. We were hanging out. She's like, I've had sex before. I was like, you know what? I always wanted to have sex.
Right.
You're speaking my language.
Yeah.
At 15 years old, I would hump a potato if somebody microwaved it properly. So she's like, well, where are we going to do this? I was like, okay. So we take this blanket, we walk out in the woods, and we do it for about 4 seconds.
Nice.
Yeah, that lasted that long with a condom.
You banged her in the woods, though?
In the woods on a blanket. It was all sweaty and mosquitoes were
That's-
biting me.
That's like how
I was so nervous. I'm like so nervous, and it's like sweaty balls.
And
high
then
out
Jeff's
there.
the only one that made it back.
Yeah.
And we come walking, but her brother followed us out in the woods, which is kind of weird to me.
Yeah, then he never came back.
No, we all came back. We all came back.
He came
Still
on
out there.
Jeff's back.
And she goes, it actually happened. And that's how I found hair gel. I realized that it leaves your hair out. It's just like semen.
Now Jeff can't come unless there's 3 people in the room.
Yeah, I cannot have sex unless either the TV's on or there's 5 people watching me and coaching me.
Jeff
This is what you
was
want. You want your ass to come up higher
Saying
and go in.
things like,
Jeff,
"That's
slow
not-"
down. You're gonna come too fast.
Slow down, you're gonna come too fast. I'm gonna put my thumb in your ass.
Saying things like,
I'm
hey,
like-
hey, that's not how my sister likes it.
She's from Kentucky. It was
That
beautiful.
is great.
So that's exactly how it happened. And then like we walked back and she's like, well, what if I'm pregnant? I was like, I was wearing a condom.
Yeah. And
She goes, well, it's not 100%. I was like, well, if you're pregnant, you live in Kentucky. My name's Eric. At 15, I figured it out, man. You just gotta lie real quick.
What's your
Eric Burcham.
Well, yeah, you could have been like, baby, I'll take care of you. My name is Eric Holder. Here, I live at this, and just made an address. You're right.
Now I have to go to school in the morning.
Yeah.
I gotta get back to middle school.
Yeah, right.
It was nerve wracking and it sucked real bad.
What about yours?
Mine and I got some Hail Marys for this one. So mine happened when I was about 15 years old at a Catholic church festival.
So it's a white chick.
Yes, it was a white chick. You guys took everything away from me. I'm gonna take your white girl. Anyways,
I'm okay.
Boy, that's
so we
that's
meet.
an understatement.
So it's a girl from school, and we're making out on a hill. So we decide, fuck it, let's do this. So we didn't know anywhere to go because like I said, we're fucking 15.
Was it
Nobody
Blueberry
drives.
Hill?
No, it was this regular old hill.
Strawberry.
Okay.
I found my thrill.
Which is funny because she
on
was a
Blueberry
redhead.
Hill.
So, this is how fucked up my life gets sometimes. It's just random shit. So, we go to a random patio in an apartment complex and just start fucking on the ground. First things first,
Did you fuck your
she
knees up?
starts bleeding. And then an old lady turns on the light like I hear a noise. Now, she took her pants off. I didn't take mine off, so instinct kind of kicked in. Put on my pants, ran, left her there by herself to deal with the people coming. And that's my first time. It was
Holy
just
shit.
so funny.
That's a terrible story.
My sister's gonna hate you for telling that story. Just telling you. She's gonna fucking hate you for telling that story, dude.
Wow, that's
It's gonna be an awkward Christmas this year.
okay. Well, so we all know from my stand-up that my first time was no picnic either. It was like crazy, but the first time I ever like fingered a girl, that was a crazy experience. And I know, oh, this is a Christmas episode. We're not supposed to talk about anything like that, but yeah, that can I tell
There's
you?
rules?
I was
Justin Hamlin.
I used to ride this ice cream bicycle. What I mean by that is it was a freezer that you sold ice cream out of. It was this guy's invention, and I rode this bicycle. It's like the ice cream man. This girl was in I just moved to this town. This is a true story, and she flagged me down. She couldn't get in her house. She was like probably 14, and I was probably 12 or 13 or something.
Right.
So
Randy.
she's like, "Hey, I don't have any money for ice cream, but I need to get in this window." And I was like, "Well, why?" And she goes, "Well, because I live here and I've locked myself out." So she had on like Daisy Dukes
Good story.
shorts, right? So I was like, okay. So I'm trying to help her up, and I put my hand up on her ass, and I'm pushing her up the thing, and she slid down and fell onto my thumb.
Nice.
And to which she was
Randy's
like,
first finger
she
was
goes,
accidental.
oh. And then I was like, whoa, I didn't mean it. I'm going to
Shaking his
get
hands.
arrested for rape or whatever
And breaking and
this
entering.
is. I don't know. And breaking and entering. So I forced her into the
Breaking and
window,
entering.
and I run around the side of the house. I'm like trying to get out of there, and I'm on a bicycle. It's got bells, and she goes, "Wait, come back." She's like, "It's okay. And so I went back to her house and made out with her for a little bit.
Did you smell your thumb?
Dude, no.
I do every time.
No, I didn't do
I'm like,
that. I was just like,
There's
I need to know what I
Something's
get
not on
myself
my
into,
hand.
Randy. I need to
I was just like, I was terrified. I thought that was I crossed the boundary that I was going to get into so much trouble, but it ended up just being all right. But then it turned out I started that school, and that girl was not well liked, so I couldn't talk to her anymore because it would ruin my reputation.
Yeah,
Good.
all 5 of
Good.
your friends.
Hey, I had a lot of friends fuck up.
I'm his friend now.
6.
But I felt bad because I did thumber.
That's how I do it.
That's a new term.
Yeah,
Accidental thumbing.
thumber. I got her ready for my experience if that would have ever happened.
It's weird.
A
It's
little bit of a
analog.
thumb.
Thumbs up.
Seriously though, thumber.
Thumb.
Thumber in the summer, that's what I always say. Banger in the winter. Huh? These are t-shirt slogans that I plan on selling, so let's get...
I mean, the first one at least rhymes.
Alright. Well, listen, guys, this has been fantastic, but I think we should probably wrap up. I'm about ready to run out of camera space, I know.
Oh, he's probably run out.
But no, the light's still on, so we're good.
Red light
But
means
listen,
go.
Don't fucking correct.
I still all the white women.
Racist.
That's what you said. You said it, I didn't say it.
Drink your 40
Justin
Cobra.
Hamlin's about to present this
Thank you,
ass
Justin
whipping.
Hamlin, for presenting.
But Justin Hamlin, thank you, for real. Elijah he really isn't as angry as you would think, but
I'm actually pretty
he's
relaxed.
a pretty nice guy, and it's all in good fun. Everybody that's watching this and is going to try to put this on Fox News and and go, oh, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah. The wrestling house are going to see this.
This Ray McGuff guy, he's our straight up racist. He's saying everything we believe. That's not the
NCAA.
case.
Here's something.
We all do this in good fun. We're all jokesters, and this is fun. But again, thank both of you, Elijah Bennett, Jeff Farthing, our lovely Carmen Boyd. Thank you so much, guys, for coming here. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Remember, Thumber. www.zombietakeovertv.com. It's ZTOTV.com. Stay tuned.
I'm going to fuck Randy.